His argument with the leadership of the Union in Britain was not about nationalism. It was about democratic structures in the Union, and it was about a fighting Union, and it was about people not conserving the funds. That was the core of his argument in 1909 when he set up the Irish Transport and General Workers' Union. In any event, and I'm saying this objectively now, Gilbert Lynch says it about him, because sort of when you think back on it, like, there's no way of having an a la carte Jim Larkin. You can't pick out the nice bits and the good bits and forget about the shortcomings. There's just one Jim Larkin, and you take the whole of him or you don't take him at all. Right? There's no way of dissecting him in the different periods of his life and the different beliefs that he had. But he was undoubtedly influenced. The biggest influence on him was anarcho-syndicalism, probably. And he had a view, an amazing view. There was a French trade unionist called Jaurès, I think, is maybe my pronunciation is wrong, but anyway, he was probably one of the few trade unionists in Europe who had as big a following in Germany as he had in France. And Larkin had the view that if he had have prevailed, he died, I think, during the First World War, but if he had have prevailed, if his views had have prevailed, they would have been able to stop the First World War. And of course, Larkin famously was jailed in America for opposing the First World War for seditious activity. But anyway, just coming back to his formation, he was over here in Ireland. He wanted a much more militant kind of trade unionism, and he practiced what he preached. He lived a very simple sort of lifestyle. As far as I can gather, he had no interest in material things much. He was, again, this is a peculiarity of him. He was quite a fervent Catholic in his practice, not clerical in his way. Would fight the church 10 times a day, no problems with that. Would take them on about everything. You know, the famous thing with the children here going to Liverpool. He said to Connolly that he should take the children and bring them up to the Archbishop's house and tell him to feed them in the 1930s. So he wasn't, but he would often begin his speeches by saying, "I am a believer in Jesus of Nazareth and Karl Marx." Now that's powerful, heady stuff when you're talking to people and you're trying to put the fight into their bellies. And certainly he could put the fight into their bellies. If you read that simple thing on the thing down there, if we remember correctly, by Sean O'Casey, not placid resignation, down on the statue in Dublin, not placid resignation with poverty, not leering down or lying down to it, but trumpet tongues, triumphant, standing up to fight for yourself. That's what Larkinism was. And he put this fire into the belly of everybody. Now, I'm asked to address, as I understand it, is there such a thing as Larkinism? Well, in one way,